Paul has just run his 100th marathon! Now, somebody said to me earlier, that lovely young lady over there, we were talking earlier, and she said, do you know Paul then? I said, well, he's run with us once or twice. So just to prove I do know a little bit about Paul, Paul's first ever marathon was London on the 21st of April 2013. Now, one of the things I like to do when somebody runs 100 marathons, it does happen from time to time, believe it or not, is to turn their journey into a unique pin number. Any ideas, Paul?
I've no idea.
You can work into thousands, so Paul's unique pin number is 4033. And if you want to take a guess at what that is, that's the number of days that have elapsed since his very first marathon in April up until today. So a little bit over 4,000 days, which in English language is 11 years and 15 days. So that is quite a journey that you've been on over the last 10 years and a bit of change. And it's not just marathons that Paul runs, because obviously 100 marathons, well, why would you just do marathons when there are other longer races out there? So I do want to mention a couple of the other races, because one of the things about running 100 marathons is it's not about getting to today and today's finish line only. Of course, it is about getting to the finish line today, but it's very much about the journey and the people that you meet on the way and all of the friends and family you've got behind the cameras, Paul. Exactly. So it's not a solo sport, despite what you might think, because there's an awful lot of logistics involved, and that does involve friends and family, people coming out to support. And Paul's journey has included a Braithwaite 10 in 10, which, if you don't know what that is, that's 10 marathons in 10 days. And I did the Braithwaite 10 in 10 back in 2013, so I know exactly what you went through when you ran that. It's a tough old route and it's a tough course. It's a lap of the lake, basically, up in Lake Windermere, which just so happens to be 26.2 miles. And so you run around that 10 times in 10 days. So there's one of those in there, which bumped the numbers up a bit, Paul. But there are also some 100-milers in there. So that is running 100 miles consistently in one go, pretty much without stopping. You've got to stay on the go. It only counts as one. So you can't divide it up and make it 3 marathons and a bit. So there's only one in your count. I think you've got 3 of those actually. Yeah. In Jaw 24, the Autumn 100 and Thames Path 100, which just so happened to be yesterday. So 24, no, when did you run Thames Path 100?
Thames Path 16.
I've got a funny feeling we actually saw you go past the year you did that. Yeah, because you come past where we are on the towpath. Anyway, so there are some pretty epic ultra runs in there as well. So all of the rest are made up of marathons, and I'm very pleased to say that of those 100 marathons, any idea how many you've run with us?
10, 15?
Almost. It's a slightly trick question because you've also done 3 running miles events.
Oh, yeah.
We took over running miles a little while ago, and I think the first 2 you did technically weren't with us. But if you include that 1 running miles, you've done another 17 Phoenix. So today's your 17th Phoenix. So almost a fifth of your running's been done with us. So yes, I do know Paul a little bit. I know a couple of things about him. And all that really remains today is for me to obviously congratulate you, Paul. We've got a few goodies for you. So I'm going to start with the Phoenix Wings, which you get for celebrating your day with us. That's in the club colours. So 1 set of those.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next, hold that thought. We have got another 100 number to match that one, Paul, but this one probably can't see from over there. Pretty much everyone who's been here today running the race has put a little squiggle and a message on there for you, so hopefully you can perhaps find a frame for that to go in, Paul.
Thank you very much.
One of those. Next, we have the Olympic baton. So this baton we pass on to everybody who runs 100 marathons. It has got 100 marathons written on it. Are you prepared for the position? Ready? Position. A perfect handover. Little stand to go with that.
Oh, bless you. Brilliant. Thank
and
you.
last, but most certainly not least, it's my very great pleasure to introduce you to the world's most expensive running shirt.
Yeah, keep that bit quiet.
Yeah, so an awful lot of blood, sweat and tears goes into earning one of these in the 100 Marathon Club colours. And as I've already explained, it's not just about the running bit. There's travel, there's logistics, there's blood, sweat, tears, grit, determination, and a whole host of other big long words that get you to the finish line of 100 marathons. You've done it, Paul. Huge congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My very great pleasure to welcome you officially into the 100 Marathon Club with this shirt. That's what it says. Paul,
Finally.
over to you.
Congratulations, mate. Thank you. I couldn't have done any of that apart from the other obvious 17 marathons without this man here, the fastest cowboy in town, Rick Verco, who's an absolute star, sets up in all kinds of weather, wind, rain, snow, you name it. He's out there 6 a.m, 6 p.m, absolute hero. Thank you very much.
Well done, Paul.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
And Katrina.
And thank you for the blood, sweat and tears, most of which you've seen mopped up and washed throughout that massive journey. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks all for coming. I've got a t-shirt! Thank you. Cheers. Well done, guys.